What's up, guys? JnJreviews here, back with another review, this time for Kong Skull Island, the first King Kong movie since Peter Jackson's one in 2005, and this ties into 2014's Godzilla movie as they attempt to set up this big monster universe. Jamin, how are you doing tonight?
Doing pretty darn good.
And Kong Skull Island, one of us saw it, the other didn't. So, Jamin, why don't you tell them why you didn't see Kong Skull Island? Are you interested in seeing it, or did you just
Uh,
not feel it?
yeah, I mean, I'm interested. It wasn't on the top of my list to go see, but I'd be interested in seeing it. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't on the top of my list either, honestly. I didn't really intend to see it. I just, like, Sunday afternoon had nothing to do. So I went and saw it just because I didn't hear great things about it going in. So I had pretty low expectations. I had heard it compared to Godzilla from 2014 and Jurassic World, which we both did not like. So I didn't have best of expectations. But, this cast, very promising. You got Tom Hiddleston, Brie Larson, Samuel L. Jackson, John C. Reilly, John Goodman. So it was hard to believe in the trailers. I mean, it looked like some fun, and it's hard to believe that it couldn't at least be fun. And I was happy to see that I at least had a good time in the movie. It's not going to win any Oscars. And, we nitpicked Logan for being really dumb last week, but I think for dumbest movie of the month, I got to give it to Kong Skull Island.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think you expect that going in a little bit, but yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about expectations. Because I will say, I'm probably one of the only people, but I liked Kong Skull Island more than Logan because just it's all based on expectations. When I went into Logan, I was expecting a great movie. When I went into Kong Skull Island, I expected to have a fun time and roll my eyes a few times and laugh, and I did all those things. So basically, it was exactly what I expected it to be.
Yeah. I mean, I probably expected around the same there. A lot like the kind of Godzilla type movie, like
But this one shows so much more Kong than Godzilla did, which
good.
it's that I mean it's kind of just it's a goofy movie again, but like I said, we complained about not seeing Godzilla, and so for those people who complained, this is the movie for you because Kong is in the movie in the first couple minutes. They already show him, and he's in it for I'd say a good more than half of the movie.
You want a gorilla or a lizard? Pick your poison right now.
Yeah. The director of this also he continuing the trend of plucking an indie filmmaker from obscurity and plugging him into these big movies. Jordan Vogt-Roberts, he directed. Did you see Kings of Summer from a couple years ago?
No, but I remember it. I remember it. I didn't quite see it though. No.
Yeah, I checked it out about a couple months back, and it was pretty decent. I didn't love it, but it was a nice, again, small movie, nothing to do with King Kong or anything like that. But they always do this. They plug these guys in, and I think he definitely has a visual style that is very apparent. There's the cinematography is gorgeous in this movie. There's some shots that I was just stunned that were happening because it's really some beautiful stuff. And the action scenes, again, that's what you come to see, and they really deliver. I had a lot of fun with them. They were just entertaining. Like there wasn't much to them. Like the whole story, it doesn't really add up to anything, but the action scenes deliver, and there's a lot of them. So not much more to say about it, really.
Yeah, and I think you expect to see some pretty good action. I mean, that's one thing that when you go in, a question I guess I had was, how were the visuals? How did it look on the screen? Because that's a big part of this movie.
Yeah, they were just stunning. There's a lot of CGI, and some of the creatures on the island for the most part look great. There's some questionable ones where they go a little too much with the CG, but overall, just throughout, the cinematography is great. There's some beautiful shots. This particular shot that I just can't get out of my head is Tom Hiddleston wearing a gas mask, going through this green mask, wielding a katana through these flying dinosaur things, and it was just it was just awesome. And just the whole. I accidentally saw it in 3D. I didn't mean to until the guy. I literally was walking away from the ticket booth, and the guy says, "You forgot your glasses." So that was a surprise because I usually don't like 3D, but I think in a movie like this, the 3D was serviceable because the last movie we both saw in 3D was Batman v Superman, and that movie had a lot of talking, so it was just people standing, and it was 2.5 hours, so my eyes hurt a lot, and it wasn't fun. But Kong Skull Island, it's just under 2 hours. It's mostly action, so 3D, this is great for it. If not, I don't think you need it, but it was a, I guess, nice surprise.
Yeah. The other question I definitely had with this movie was, how are the human characters? That was a big part of the lacking, say, Godzilla, for example.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's a bit more of the same. The only thing about this movie that Godzilla didn't have is these actors are all, and there's more of them, I guess, so you don't really get bogged down by the fact that it's just this stone cold army man running around not reacting to anything. It's actually really, that's what bogs this movie down from actually being great, because it could have been just a great fun time. Instead, it was just a good kind of popcorn movie. Was they have Tom Hiddleston, Brie Larson, like I said, and all these people are just wasted. Like they're there, they get some cool action shots, but they have nothing to do in terms of the plot. They're just stuck on the island running around. The best one though, by far, and he's the best character in from Godzilla or this movie, any monster movie, is John C. Reilly. Questions about him in the trailer. I was like, what's this guy doing? He kind of looks out of place, doesn't look like he belongs, but it turns out this movie is a lot of schlock, and he really hams it up and delivers it, and I thought he was awesome.
Yeah, he's obviously definitely a good actor, and he's kind of, yeah, exactly how you said in the trailer. You kind of seen out of place, kind of like interesting how they use him, and that's good to know that he's a big part and also did very well. And so yeah, I think, but in the end, I think we all expected the characters would be kind of almost just simply there for the name rather than actually being a big part. And obviously, that's not really why you go to these movies anyway. It's really to go see, King Kong, for example. And I think that was why I didn't like Godzilla as much, is because we didn't see Godzilla on the screen a lot. So we relied more on those human characters, and they didn't do well. But in this movie, if you're saying what you're saying is right, having more King Kong, therefore, I think that you can be a little bit more lenient on allowing the characters not to be as.
Yeah, and Samuel L. Jackson also gets to throw out some one-liners that belong in 80s action movies, and his character, man, I don't want to. There's no need to get into spoilers for this because there's nothing to spoil. But his character just does some really dumb things. He just goes down a weird path. But yeah, Kong is the best part of the movie, which he should be, and Godzilla was the best part of his movie, but Kong's in it like 10 times more. So what you're going for is what you get. He's in it plenty. The action with him is great. The finale in particular, the last 30 minutes, is just really awesome. I left on a really high note from that. And they're setting up this universe. There's a post-credit scene to set it up. He's going to fight Godzilla next, I guess. And I really don't know if it's going to be good, but as long as they're in it a lot, it should be fun. I can't imagine a Kong vs. Godzilla movie when they're only in it for 20 minutes. I don't know how that's going to work.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I would be interested in seeing a movie like that, just because this is something we've never seen before. These two characters coming together. Obviously, we've seen King Kong, we've seen Godzilla, and they've always been really successful franchises. But having them together, I think, would be really interesting, and obviously, I think do really good at the box office as well.
Yeah, that would definitely crush at the box office. This one's doing pretty well, and Godzilla was a big hit, so that'll definitely be big. But so I'm going to go ahead and give my score for this thing. Like I said, I have some, like, it's a dumb movie. You can nitpick it again, but I went in just wanting to have a fun time, and I had a really fun time. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a 7 out of 10. I definitely recommend it if you want to see King Kong smash and punch some people, stomp on people, and have a good time.
Yeah, I'm still interested in this movie. I don't know if I'll see it in the main theater, but definitely I will probably definitely check this one out, just because it is interesting to see, and it's going to be a good time regardless of what.
Yeah, and it's a weird, like, summer. We're getting summer movies in March all of a sudden, so it's yeah, pretty soon summer's just going to be all year. We're just going to have blockbusters. It's getting there because we have now March all the way through August. It's pretty crazy.
I have nothing against it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, as long as they're fun.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for watching this review. Let us know down below what you thought of Kong Skull Island, and what do you prefer, Godzilla from 2014 or this movie, and if you're excited for their facing off, whatever. And I think 2020 is coming out, so let us know down below. JnJreviews.
No long pause this time. Signing out.
Nice.